welcome to today's video. My name is Ajane. For those of you who are new, I do a lot of social work style videos, professional videos, and lifestyle content. Traveling, I love to travel. I have a lot more travels coming up that I'm excited to share with you guys. But today is going to be a social work day content. So if you are interested in knowing kind of like what or how to prepare for your LMSW exam or even your LTSW exam, then this is the right video for you in making those steps towards becoming a licensed professional, a licensed social worker. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video. So guys, I took my license about 2 months, almost 3 months ago at this point, and I thought that it would be a good video to create to share with other professionals, other social workers who are wanting. So I didn't make a proper introduction for this video because it's just cut from my previous video, which will be linked above and below. And this video is just about my experience on my actual examination day. So the day that I took my LMSW exam, I kind of share with you guys what happened, what I ended up doing, and my suggestions. So I hope that you enjoy. Thanks, guys. I want to talk about my exam day. So on my exam day, I ended up getting to the testing center early. I was supposed to go to the testing site beforehand, like a week or a couple of days beforehand, but I just didn't have the time. That's not an excuse because I've had months to prepare and to go, but I just didn't. So I would highly suggest that you go and you make sure you know where it is beforehand, and that in the event that you're running late or there's traffic or an accident or there's weather conditions, that you will know at least where you're going. If your phone were to die, you know, just kind of be prepared as best as possible. So I would suggest you do that. I did wake up early, about 4 o'clock, and I ate something so that I would feel full, that I would feel rejuvenated and energized. And I studied when I woke up, and I listened to some worship music on the way, some good music to calm my spirits. I got there maybe even an hour before they closed, and I was just in the parking lot. There are other people there in the parking lot too who have the same mindset, and not everybody who goes to these Pearson testing centers are all for like social work. There's other different professions and certifications and things like that that need to be there taking exams. So there are plenty of other people in the parking lot also studying. You can see them studying, going over their things. So I would suggest you do that, that you set alarms even while you're in your car, so that you don't get too worked up or overwhelmed or into your studying that you miss your time that you're supposed to be in there. So I got into the testing center. I went to the bathroom, made sure that I used the restroom, make sure I washed my hands, and then I went into the room. There was a little bit of a line. There were 2 people working at my specific location that I decided on, and so they ended up calling people one by one, and then you had to like sanitize your hands, you had to show them your ID, you had to do all of your palm things. They like read your palms, and they tell you all of this too on the ASWB website so that you're prepared. They tell you this on the Pearson website so that you're prepared. So yeah, there's definitely organization there, at least at my location, and the process went kind of smoothly because I already kind of knew what to expect, and then I was able to watch other people go and do the same thing. So depending on what exam you're taking, they're going to give you a form to kind of like go over all the things that you can't do. So once they called my name to come back up and take my picture, then I had to lock everything up. Well, I had to turn my phone completely off. I had to put my phone in the bag. They sealed the bag. They made me check to make sure the bag was sealed. They gave me the bag, and then they gave me a key to a locker, which I had to put all of my items in. Then also I had a full zip, not a half, this is a half zip. I had a full zip sweater on. And they were like, if you take that in there, you cannot take it on and off. You will have to keep it on. Do you want to put it in the locker before you go in the back, because you won't be able to take it off if you get hot? They told me the temperature of the room so that I was aware. I was like, no, I'm comfortable needing it. I like my sweaters when I take exams so that I can just like think, and I'd rather be a little warm than completely cold. So I decided to keep my sweater on, but they do tell you as much information as they can, and I had to lock everything up, and I basically went in there with nothing. But I'm a person who does have allergies. Well, I do have allergies to food, but I do have an EpiPen. So I was also like having just sometimes I get nervous and my throat gets dry. So I wanted to know if I could bring my cough drops in, or like my reading glasses, which I did wear my reading glasses. These are not actual like medical or, you know, actual glasses. These are blue light glasses. But because I was working on a computer, I thought that I could bring them. So I just actually wore them on my face. So I thought that it would be cool to tell you guys about the Pearson Comfortless Aid. I will link this down below as well. And this just goes over all of the things that you can bring within the room. Now, I would double check when you get there before you lock up all of your things and say, hey, I saw on the website that I can bring in eye drops, and I saw that I could bring in you can bring in cough drops, but they have to be unwrapped in like in a Ziploc bag, like a clear Ziploc bag. So you can bring that stuff in, and then you can bring like Tylenol or aspirin, but you necessarily can't bring in water. And for my exam for the LMSW, I couldn't leave the rooms. There were some exams I believe that you can leave the room if you needed to take like a 5-minute break, or 2-minute break, or if you needed to go to the restroom, but I couldn't leave my room. And when I put my things up, I had to walk through, and then they verify who you are again, and then they go over the additional processes with another person before I'm actually entered into my room and sat and seated at my computer. So she went over everything. She checked my ears, and I had to pat myself down and empty out my pockets so that there was nothing that I was taking in there but just me and the clothes on my back. Okay, that's all I had. I think I had to take my glasses off too and like show her my glasses and everything. So like they do check your items, your belongings. I think they might have in the past patted you down before COVID, but I think they just do it. They make sure that you don't have anything in your sleeves. So they do a thorough check. It's like going through TSA, boo. They were more thorough than TSA. So I'm just letting you know, there's nothing to be afraid of. They're really nice, but it's like going through TSA. So they check everything. They go over your specific rules for your exam. They sit down and open your computer, and then you can sit down and start your exam. You can't get up unless you raise your hand once you've completed it. They will then walk with you out of the room. And when I got out of the room, I went to my locker, got my things, gave her the sheet. She had my printed out results because they don't show you when you leave the exam or you finish your exam. And the lady like looked at my paper, put it down, looked at it again, looked at me and put it down, slid. I was like, I'm not gonna open it. I'm not gonna read this until I get to the car. But I ended up passing. Yay! So yeah, they were really nice people there, I mean, at least at my location, and the process did go a lot smoother. You cannot study while you're in the waiting room, so that's just that's just tea for you, okay? So I wouldn't bring anything in there but your just like wallet, your keys to your car, and your identification that you need, obviously, so your documentation. So there's no studying allowed. So I'm glad. I didn't know that before. I think I knew that. I don't know if I remember that or not, but I didn't end up taking my stuff in there anyway. And that actually helped me calm down, because once I left the car, it was done. It was just like, it is what it is. There's no going back. I can't study anymore. It's actually really calming for me to just sit there and just kind of like go through the motions. And there was a little bit of downtime while waiting for other people in the computer, but I did take my exam at that time, scheduled time, and there were no issues. I mean, I didn't really have anything to complain about. But yeah, that's my little like prep story. So if you want me to go more in depth about like the application process, maybe I'll make another video on just the application and what it needs to look like and the step-by-steps. And then I can do another video on like then scheduling the exam and prepping for that. I already have I think maybe 2 or 3 videos about my exam. I did an announcement video that I passed it, and then I did study materials, which I'll link or add at the end of the video. And yeah, and this one. So I will have more videos coming along, and then I will be starting the process of eventually you guys getting my CEUs and what that looks like and how that journey goes and how I incorporate it into my everyday life and my professional life. And then I also will be doing a video on the whole process of getting my LCSW. So I definitely want to take you guys along for that and be of help and aid to those who are possibly interested and wanting to get some questions answered. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you guys are well and reaching your professional and personal goals, and we can do this. Until next time, see you later.